Всем привет, это Свинтовит, и мы продолжаем проходить Dragon Age Inquisition. Наконец-то нас пустили в эту деревню, и сейчас мы направляемся выяснять, что случилось, поскольку та эльфийка, которая представилась, которая была предводителем бунтующих магов, оказалось, что она как бы уже не лидер, и мы пытаемся выяснить, в чем тут дело, в чем подвох. Грузится как дух-то. А вот и она. Ну давай, колись.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
Ну как же, вы нас...
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
Твинтер? Твою маму.
Andraste's. I'm trying to think of a single worse thing you could have done, and I've got nothing.
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
An alliance with Tevinter is a terrible mistake.
All hope of peace died with Justinia. This bargain with Tevinter would not have been my first choice, but we had no choice. We are losing this war. I needed to save as many of my people as I could.
Так.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
Вот так вот.
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Left? An Arl would never voluntarily leave his seat.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here.
Этот мужик с самого начала меня вызывает антипатию. То, что мы знаем о ихнем
Felix, would you send for a
Империи.
scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix.
еще больше отвращения вызывает у меня.
I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
Does that mean you'll lend your mages to our cause?
There will have to be.
Что случилось?
Felix,
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
are you all right?
I'm fine, father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time.
Да-да-да.
Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
Так.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Эти чуваки мне не нравятся. Странное их не появление здесь. Так своевременно. О, нам записку
Come to the
сунули.
Chantry. You are in danger.
Окей, ясно, он притворился, чтобы передать нам эту записочку.
Ooh, very mysterious. There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry. Only one way to find out.
Ну да, пойти туда и узнать. Так, это что за парень?
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. You may not wish to stay long. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
This village has a history with mages, doesn't it? Do you know the details?
During the last blight, the Arl of Redcliffe became ill. Not even the efforts of the Circle could save him.
Да-да.
His young son, who was an undiscovered mage, made a deal with a demon to keep the Arl from death. The
Было
boy
дело.
became an abomination. Through him, each night, the demon raised armies of corpses to assault the village. The hero of Ferelden defeated the demon and stopped the undead hordes from destroying Redcliffe.
Было дело.
How long have Devinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become. He
Смирённые
says
эти.
all tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
Да, усмиренный.
You're one of the Tranquil.
Yes, my talent for magic was insufficient to protect me from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
Ясно.
Farewell then.
One moment. You are a member of the Inquisition,
Да,
are
да.
you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Хорошо, очередной агент завербован. Так, тут у нас кухня. Так, подождите. Так. Что у нас здесь? Странно это. Что у нас здесь? Так, так. Все же странно, что эти парни появились тут спустя пару дней после катастрофы на конклаве. Да. Похоже, мы нашли виновных в тех бедах, что обрушились на эти земли. Ну, мне так кажется. Так, что у нас здесь? То ничего. Ладно, спускаемся. Ну, то что-то должно было быть, или кто-то должен был стоять. Но здесь этого кого-то нету. Странно, правда? Ладно. Так, отсюда не выйти. Я почему-то подумал, что можно. Ну ладно, давайте выйдем через парадку. Давайте отправляться в церковь. Посмотрим, ловушка ли это, или действительно нам хотят помочь. Так. Ну, этого парня мы видели. Это будущий наш компаньон. Мы его видели раньше в роликах. Так, давай, надеюсь, нам тут никто не помешает сейчас. Не прервет. Так, ожидаем вторую волну нечисти. Так, скотина. И закроем эту гадость.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus. most recently of Minrathous. How do you do? Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Давайте разузнаем.
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Но он не вернулся.
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More. That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Так, давайте разузнаем.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
Может.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than dying, Dorian.
Так, хорошо. Поболтали. Теперь можем уходить отсюда.
we believe that both Alexius's son and apprentice are turning on him. It seems someone wants to trap us either way.
I don't know what to believe. All of this seems wrong.
Да-да. Так, давайте сохранимся. Так, теперь у нас дела. Где у нас есть сейчас дела? Опять здесь. Ну ладно. А потом нам еще надо вот отправиться. Куда-то сюда. Тут больше ничего. Ну давайте перенесемся. Здесь мы уже со всеми поболтали, все выяснили. Теперь в путь. Так. Сейчас доберемся опять до этого островка на озере. Сделаем свои дела, отнесем цветы на могилу. И покинем внутренние земли. Так, опять какие-то зависания. Разбойнички. Или храмовники. Тут не разберешь. Опять звуки куда-то пропали. Так, с этим разобрались. Так, остался этот парень. И с ним разобрались. Так. Так, и это заберем. Отправимся дальше по нашим делам. Отвлекают всякие бандиты. Так, кровавого-то нам никогда не будет много. Так. Окей. Какой-то меч. Заберем. Медвежонок появился. Ну, что поделать. Так. Да, вроде ничего тут больше нет. Ладненько. Тогда взглянем так на квесты. Ну, уж вроде только что... Ну ладно, давайте проверим все равно. Как бы Нам не в тягость. Тут где-то недалеко. Опять медведь, надеюсь, не нападет. Нападет. Готов медвежонок. Так, ладно. Еще медведь. И еще медведь. Собаки, идите в лес. Так, берите уже. Твою ж. Теперь еще медведь на наши головы. Промазал. Готово. Что у нас тут? Ну да, вот и кладбище. Ладненько. Жутковато, правда? Но мы сделали это. Так, теперь нужно вернуться к этому эльфу и сообщить ему, что мы выполнили его просьбу. Да, быстро мы с вами перенеслись. Так. Он где-то здесь был. Да, вот он.
I do not suppose you found my Senna's shrine. I know it is a long way to go.
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered by Falondine and carried safely.
After all the long years she carried me, thank you. You do a foolish old man too much kindness. Thank you, friend.
Да,
May
не
your
за что.
Inquisition do as much good for the land as you have done for me.
Так, что ж. Теперь точно мы сделали здесь все. Теперь... давайте отправимся в убежище. А потом уже по следующим нашим делам. Так, мы в убежище. Но прежде чем идти на совет... Так, может, с вами о чем-то новом можно поболтать.
How's it going?
So how did you get the name Iron Bull?
I picked it. We don't have names under the cube. Just, I don't know, job descriptions, I guess. When I came to Orlais, I chose the Iron Bull for myself.
Why specifically Iron Bull?
This may surprise you, but I really like hitting things. Also, it's the Iron Bull, technically. I like having an article at the front. It makes it sound like I'm not even a person, just a mindless weapon. An implement of destruction. That really works for me.
Ясненько.
See ya.
Ну, бывай. Я не уверен, что тут что-то изменилось. Тут что-то меняется только у тех, кто сделал предзаказ там. А нам... Ну, предзаказ там особой версии. А нам, смертным, доступна просто лошадь. И ничего более. Ладно, давайте посмотрим сюда, здесь. О, Блэк. Давай поболтаем.
Make her look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away. And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. The Breach, the Divine's death, the Wardens. It doesn't make sense. There's so much we don't know.
Your experience with the Wardens will certainly be useful.
Mostly the treaties, I expect. Old parchments you're welcome to. What about you? How do you fit into all this?
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Да-да. Их надо призвать к ответу. Можем о чем-то еще поболтать, Бак?
I've heard rumors of abandoned Warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
Да.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
Ah, the Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
Ясно, не хочет рассказывать.
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
There is still Darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords. Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Where were you during the Blight?
I was in Ferelden, on my own, like always. Quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
You find that odd? The
blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me.
Так, тут ничего нового не появилось. Ну, по ходу дела он так. Ну, вроде как интересно, конечно, выглядит. Но пока что не очень. Ладно. Тут лучше ничего нельзя. Да, так. Что можно тут изготовить? Так. Ничего интересного здесь у нас нет. А оружие улучшить. Это оружие я уже улучшил. Это тоже. Лайк. Урон у нас еще нет. Ну, лучше у нас пока ничего нет. Так. Ну, похоже, здесь у нас больше ничего интересного для нас нет. Ладно, двигаемся дальше. Так. У нас же так, Орикс, Ото, Собак, Сара, Ксандра, Дезерт. Нет, этот парень еще пока не в нашем отряде находится. Ну что ж, ладно. Так, в память о серых стражах. Это интересно, конечно. Так, карта мира. И где ж? Так. Угу. Придется обшаривать эти локации. Ладно, но этим займемся чуть позже. Так, ни одно, ни другое мы пока выполнить не можем.
With passionate breath does the darkness creep.
I will take these injury reports to the surgeon.
Итак. Тут мы закончили. Что получилось? Окей, хорошо. Что у нас здесь? Здесь тоже закончено. Так, что мы получили? Ясно. Так, не на это я нажимал. Что тут у нас получилось? Хорошо. Так, что это у нас? Так, кого послать? Ну, давай тебя пошлем.
Let us begin.
Здесь дел больше нет. Так, что это? Что это? Ясно. А это что? Ну, Ляна, те карты в руки. Так. Ну, здесь мы закончили. Так. Так, у нас выбор между вот тут сходить за этой чародейкой, пообщаться, либо заняться делами серой стражи. Ну, давайте со стражами все-таки закончим. А потом уже отправимся за императорской чародейкой. Так, но это уже все будет у нас в следующей серии. А сейчас мы закончим эту серию. Так что ставьте лайки или дизлайки, подписывайтесь на канал, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте. С вами был Свинтовит. Увидимся в следующей серии. Всего хорошего. Пока-пока-пока.